Hey everybody, welcome to Sports Night. I'm Danny Dai. I'm here with an exclusive interview with the new athletics director, Tim Pernetti. Mr. Pernetti, it's an honor to have you here. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. So explain to us, you've come a long way. You played Rutgers football here. You've done colored commentary for football games, and then you were executive vice president at College Sports Television, and then you became CBS Sports. How was that transition from all those positions into being an athletic director?
You know, there's a lot of different things I've taken from my career in the various places I've been in, the various jobs that I've worked in. And the one thing about being an athletic director, I think that is required in order to be successful is you have to be good at managing relationships with people. We want to create a great opportunity and a great environment for our student athletes. Yes. And you can't sell something that you're not passionate about. And, you know, that's the one thing nobody ever questioned about me and this job is my passion in Rutgers. And I think I'll be able to illustrate for a lot of people why it's important that they be part of our program, and also over time be able to show them that we're going to do things the right way around here, because when people give money, they want to give money to something that they're proud of. And I think people will be very proud of the way we run our program here.
Well, certainly you do have the passion for Rutgers, and it's a tremendous amount. But I mean, it's also great to notice that you were a tight end at Rutgers from 1990 to 1994, so you have that relationship with the football team. Can you describe the relationship now that you have with Coach Chiano being as the athletic director, and perhaps even before you were the athletic director?
What he's done here has not been a surprise to me. The football program is very near and dear to my heart. You know, I spend as much time as any of these kids that are here now do when I was here. Same commitment, the same hard work. You know, had a couple good seasons, a couple tough seasons, but you know, I wouldn't trade a day of it for anything. And it's been nice to be back. You know, my first day I went over to practice, and just walking back out onto those practice fields reminded me of those spring practices and that lousy weather. And it's neat to be back. And I think a lot of the players who have reached out to me on the team, it's been neat because I think they feel like I know what they're going through, and that'll give me a very good connection to them, and I'll be able to help them.
All right. Well, with new beginnings also comes new futures. So, what do you see? What is your vision for the Rutgers athletic department and for all the sports?
I want to bring the academic side of the house together with athletics. I think we do a pretty good job. I think that everybody I met during the interview process, deans, vice presidents, President McCormick, Phil Fermansky, and then coaches and student athletes, everybody has the same feeling about athletics. Everybody wants it to go like this. They want it to succeed. But I think that we could do a better job bringing everybody together, because whether they're on the field competing, in the weight room, in study hall, at a class, taking an exam, everybody in the university touches the student athletes in some way. And I want people to be together so everybody feels vested in the process of success. And
how do you plan to increasing that exposure and just getting the Rutgers name out there, especially in sports?
Having worked in the media, you have your plans, you go do your thing, but as a media member, you're hungry for somebody to help guide you where you want it to go. You want to partner with people when you show up on campus to do a football game. So we'll take more advantage of the media. And at the same time, now more than ever with technology, we control the media on our campus. Between you know, the advances in technology, what we'll do on our website in the coming year. And you probably heard about my plans to try to change our direction in athletic communications, where we're going to spend more time trying to put together plans with equipment and access so we can stream a lot of our Olympic sports games on the web.
Really?
That will help coaches recruit to a bigger audience rather than being able to having to get on the phone and kind of explain what's going on. We'll have something to point to so our coaches can recruit a wider area and be able to show kids that they would like to come to Rutgers to compete as student athletes what our program is all about. So technology and media are going to be the ways that we broaden the brand.
How much stress and importance is the student athlete to succeed in the classroom, perhaps even more than on the field?
I don't think there's anything more important. I think that what I've already told our student athletes, the ones I've met with, is that there can't be anything more important than your academics, because if you don't succeed in the classroom, you don't play. If you don't succeed in the classroom, there's a chance that we may not be able to keep you in school. If you don't succeed in the classroom, you're not doing yourself the service of preparing yourself for the next step in life. Because football, women's basketball, men's basketball aside, you're not talking about a lot of professional opportunities in the other 21 sports that we have at this university. Our coaches really understand the importance of academics, to the point that a lot of our coaches voluntarily have tied their employment agreements to the success in academics, which I think is important. And for anybody that doesn't have that, they will, because our academic success is just as important as anything we do on the field, because like I said, 99.9% of our student athletes that leave here are not going to play professional sports. And it's as much our job to create a good environment as it is to tee them up for their next step in life.
What is in the future for Rutgers now? I mean, we're in the stages of the stadium expansion and also just more recruiting. What should the students expect to see in the upcoming years?
And if you see the progress they've made over there just in the last 30 days, now you stand on the field and look up and it's kind of starting to take shape. You can get a vision of what it's actually going to look like. And when they hang this new scoreboard on top, and you guys are not going to believe how big this thing is. But it's going to be a really neat experience because it's going to close the stadium, which means we're going to hold the noise. Our job is to make sure that we get somebody's butt in every one of those new seats for all the games for the rest of the season, because we're doing this because there's a demand. The most important thing as a state university is we have a responsibility to residents, taxpayers, the government of the state in Trenton. We want to make sure that everybody understands what the plans are, why we're doing it, and how we can responsibly handle it.
It's also important to notice that you were nominated for top 40, under 40 in the sports field, and also now you're being the youngest athletic director in the Big East. How will you handle all the criticism about being the youngest one? Some might say that you don't have the experience and that this is brand new to you.
My response to your question is let people think what they want to think. I think over time I will illustrate to people what I'm all about, and like I said, people will be proud of the program. This job is not about me and what people think of me. This job is about all our teams and our student athletes and the athletic department. And what I'll stress to our athletic department is that this job is not, never mind me, it's not about any one person. And if we all can't come together and move forward together, it's just not going to work. And I don't intend on letting that happen.
Well, I guess we can all say you've gone from the cleats to the business shoes, and now you'll be taking care of Rutgers athletics. And with the support of the Rutgers community, we're all confident that you will do an excellent job. Mr. Pernetti, it is an honor to be here with you.
My
and
pleasure.
Thank you so much, time. We're going to take a quick break. For Sports Night, I'm Danny Dai.